Wouldn't it be nice if they could make that for me someday? Were the words of ozeki hopeful Kiribayama as his assistant coach Kakuryu's final yokozuna white belt was prepared. Kiri spoke after fighting 22 bouts with Team Wakamoto Haru on his latest visit to Arashio stable last Wednesday, in a real sign of his hunger to rise. And if he doesn't make ozeki now, when is he going to do it? Said Kakuryu himself. It would be the tops if Kiribayama could appear in my retirement ceremony as a holder of the ozeki rank. That event takes place on June the 3rd. 10 Kiri wins by May 27th will see that dream come true. Asked if he felt sad to wave goodbye, Kakuryu replied, "Over 2 years have passed since I called it quits, so I've more than learned to live with it. But I do want lots of people to see me in yokozuna form for one last time." Kiribayama's friendly Sekiwake rival, Hoshoryu, meanwhile, made his latest trip to Kashiwa Juniors in homage to the coach who gave him his sumo break. He gave much of his chest and time to Te-chan, who has stayed with the club despite transitioning to high school. Tuesday last week saw the next big thing, Onosato, undergo his sumo medical and pass with flying colours. "Today was the tensest I'd felt since joining," said the Nishonoseki stable recruit. "Now I've really, finally, become a professional sumo wrestler. I've got my Hakata Obi belt and leather-soled sandals from my stable master, so you can say my matchday kit is getting heavier. Comparisons will of course be made with Tetsuya Ochiai, who made Division 2 in his debut meet just 3 months ago. But ice-cool Onosato insists, I'm not thinking about Ochiai's record. What's most important is where you end up, and that's what coach keeps telling me now." His motto, taken from the Japanese drama School Words, is, "Belief is power." And he'll have gained lots of that from his recent sessions with special guest Takayasu, who said, "Onosato's power really comes through on his second or third step after initial impact. I actually learned a lot from him, and expect to face him for real someday." How about that for endorsement, pre-debut? Friday 21st saw Tamawashi send Tamashoho to hell and back at Kataonami stable, and vow to impress this May. "So, the yokozuna's fighting, right?" he confirmed with the press post-session, then added, "If that be so, I'd better win a stack of bouts to make them pair us together." He spoke in light of his dreadful March and worst score in 9 years, flinging him down the chart and away from yokozuna fixtures. "I've had right ankle trouble of late, which has ruled me out of the tour," he revealed. "And, truth be told, both my ankles are kind of off. It's hard to explain exactly, but it's like I'm walking on that ring with misaligned socks. It just doesn't feel right when my foot meets the clay. But I'm not going to sit out a tournament, you know me. So let's get to 8 wins quickly in May, and go from there." Should Washi face and beat Terunofuji somehow, he will earn his 8th gold star. "And if the yokozuna's in, I'll be livelier for sure," he stressed with a smile. After downing Tamashoho several times till his lungs pleaded for air, he asked his hapless brother-in-law, "What's tougher, this kind of training or being stuck in Division 3 with no pay?" Tamashoho naturally rallied himself and charged into chest again, just as he's done every day since tearing his left thigh. "It happened in the initial charge against Tomokaze," he said of the injury-causing bout in March. The pain stayed with me throughout that meet, and I had to triple my painkiller dosage. But what kept me going was sheer delight to compete at salaried level for the first time ever. As I was serving Tamawashi, though, I was on site for 5 or 6 hours a day, which made that fortnight seem long indeed. In May, I want the double figures that I was pushing for last time prior to injury.